Hey, drop.
All righty, guys, welcome back here. It's been a little while, ain't it?
It's been a long while.
Been off for 2 weeks there due to the weather. We're back with episode 26 today. Got a lot to go over. A lot of things happening over the past 3 weeks. You know, school record broke, 1,000-point score. Got a wrestler get his 100th win, and just a lot of canceled games. A lot of games that won't be made up.
Oh, it's last 2 weeks have been.
Yeah.
Last 2 weeks has been terrible in high school sports, basketball, and especially basketball. It's been terrible.
Yeah, the 1 week there, I said, well, it's not really hard to determine the player of the week, considering there was only like 2 games that week and only 1 girls game. So that was pretty simple. But we'll start with the week of January 18th to January 24th, Monday the 19th. Rye Cove over Council's boys, 67-41. Top scorer in that game, Jacob Ray with 22, Gage Brown 11. Then on the same night, Hurley's girls played Northwood. Hurley come out on top, 47-33. Emily Mullen leading the scoring with 23 points. Same night, Grundy's boys faced Ridgeview, not Riverview. Grundy 59, Ridgeview 67. Tough loss there, but big competition there. You know, they've really played up and played a lot of AA teams this year, and hopefully that'll get them well prepared for region and everything. But that night, you know, Ethan led all scores with 32 points. Another big night for him. He just continues to have these big scoring games. Logan Fuller with 10 that night as well. The girls also faced Ridgeview that night, and they lost as well. Ridgeview 61-50. Same thing with the girls here, playing a lot steeper competition than a lot of the other schools in the area. And you know, like I said, with the boys, it's going to help them come regionals and everything.
That Ridgeview girls game went in overtime.
Do what now?
Yeah.
So. And Jade Vencill with 12, Kate Bostic with 11 led the scoring. Then on to Tuesday, Council's boys and Jenkins, Kentucky. Jenkins come out on top 57-31. Jacob Ray led all scores with 20. Council's girls also faced Jenkins that night and came out on top 58-23. That was a big game for Ella there. That was actually, she was closing in on the school record that night and just barely missed it by, I think, like 7 points that night. She had 30 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 9 steals, and 8 three-pointers made that night. Megan Hess also with a double-double with 18 points and 13 rebounds. Huge game for her.
Yeah, she's always come through.
Yeah.
Megan Hess.
And then Hurley's boys faced Eastridge that night. Tough defeat for them, 63-22. Not a whole lot in the way of scoring there. Tristan Short led all scores with just 6 points. Been a tough year for the Hurley boys there.
It's a tough year, but now if you watch them play, they're young.
Oh yeah,
they're young. But if you watch them guys play, they play hard and they don't quit. They don't quit. They keep the floor hopping.
I'm trying to think of the one it was. They played Twin Valley recently, which we'll get to here soon. And you know, you just have to be honest here.
Yeah.
Twin Valley and Council was their top hopes for, you know, getting wins on the season. I mean, just to be realistic, and they played all of them tough. All 4 games was tough, and you know, they really put forth a great effort that night. And I know I talked to Chris, and he said, man, he said they was just heartbroken, just devastated after the game. He said he felt so bad for them and everything that, you know, they went out there and give it their all and everything. And as he mentioned in our little message thread earlier, this which one is it? Big tall one, Gage Justice.
Yeah. If
they had somebody to keep stats, he'd probably be leading leading everybody
Blocks.
around here in blocks, man. Chris said he's like 6'3", but he's got like a almost 7-foot wingspan and everything.
Yeah, he's a good kid.
Yeah, big time shot blocker.
Yeah. But talking about Hurley there, they're a young team. They are young. Some of them probably hasn't had ball playing like some of them rest have in the county, but they're still showing up every day at practice, thanks to Chris.
Yeah.
Chris picks them up and does a real good job with them. And I can't. Chris just does an excellent job.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that Chris Pack is with that bunch of kids.
And
because he'll make something out of them kids.
And and he, believe me, he wouldn't want his horn tooted for anything that he does or anything. He's just not that kind of person. But we oftentimes talk about team building, and we've talked about it with Lonnie on here one time with the things that she does and everything. Like for example, what I mentioned that Chris is doing today. Chris has invited the team over, and he's grilling and stuff, and going to have everybody over for the Super Bowl and everything. And that may not seem like much to some people, but that is huge. That's time and effort that he's putting into it and everything. And he's really doing well for these boys. I think he's making a difference. It may not be showing in the win column, but
it don't have to be showing that win column.
No,
it's got to show that he cares.
Yeah,
and he does cares. Chris Pack cares. And he's a godly man. That's the best part about it. And he's doing godly work.
Yeah.
And he's putting enough on these guys that we're a team. I in team. So he's doing excellent. And I'm so grateful for Chris Pack. I am so grateful for him. He's been a real good friend of mine for a long time.
Yeah.
And I tell you, I highly respect him. I could talk all day about Chris Pack, but we've got a lot of stuff to cover.
Yeah.
But thank you so much, Chris Pack. You're taking them kids and you're showing them there's life giving back. And
soon he'll be back here with us, once the season's over and everything. It's been hard to get him away and everything with practices. And I mean, you go through practices or games 5 days a week and everything. It's hard to take that only day off and, come and do something like this and everything. But
I'm ready for it.
We greatly appreciate everything he does and everything. And also, while we're talking about Chris here, everybody, I know we mentioned this before, but keep Pistol, who helps us with the film work and everything. He's not here today. Keep his mother in your prayers and everything. He actually got almost here, and he called me, and he had to turn around. She, I think, had a fall or something. So just remember her.
People don't realize what Pistol does. Pistol helped us a lot.
I hear things, and it's like he's constantly pulled in 10 different directions and stuff, and everybody, so many people depends on him, and I hope that everything that he does for people and everything, I hope is appreciative. I'm not talking about helping his mother. I mean, I'm talking about everybody else that, including us, that gets Pistol to help with things and stuff. And I know me and you, we greatly appreciate what he does and stuff. Yeah. I just hope everybody else does too. A lot of times people can be taken advantage of and stuff. So.
Well, Pistol's a great man, and I'm so proud to just call him a friend.
Yeah.
Call him a friend because he's been a real good friend of ours.
Yeah.
He stepped right up, and he's great, and he loves all kids of Buchanan County.
Yeah.
But now he'll tell you, I'm Hurley.
Oh, yeah.
And that's okay. That's okay.
That's okay.
I mean, we all come from different communities, but it won't be long. We're going to be all one.
Yeah. Yeah, as we'll touch on in a few minutes about something else that happened recently. Wednesday the 21st, Twin Valleys boys at Riverview. Riverview comes out on top 67-51. Huge game by Brayden White with 30 points. 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. The same night there on Wednesday, Grundy faced Haswell boys. Boys come out on top 85-66. Huge games by both Ethan and Kyle. Ethan with 34 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, including 6 3-pointers. Kyle Hunt, 33 points, 20 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 blocks, 9 for 9 from the line. Incredible. And, it's basically all the points here, so I'll just read them all off. Also, Logan Fuller with his normal, 11 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. I mean, he's very, very consistent. As Jory had said, get me about 12 a game, and he continuously does that every night.
He always contributes. That's true.
And that night, Grundy's girls just a blowout win there, 78-16 over Tazewell. Pretty even scoring all the way down the board. Kate with 14, Sophia 12, Jade 11, Addison 9, Madison 9. Just pretty even all the way down through her. They are the true definition of a team. I mean, I'm not anyway downplaying any of their talents. I mean, you got Addison, you got Jade, Destiny, Sophia, all of these girls, and but they all gel so well together. And you may not get 20 a night out of any certain one, but you're getting 12 and 14 and 16 all the way up and down that stat line.
Yeah.
And then not to mention the defensive play that you get from girls like Kendall and Destiny and Jade and Addison. I mean, just incredible defenders. I know a lot of these girls you've seen for years.
Yes.
I
love watching
the Gladiators, man. They're just fierce competitors, and I know I've brought it up before. The little Kendall Brown, man, she is just an absolute beast on defense.
She stepped it up, and we'll go over that when you go over the Ridgeview game again.
And then Hurley that night, they went down to Belfry. There was a whole mess down there. I reckon they had 8 players get suspended, some kind of fight or whatever. They brought 8 people up from JV. They got Hurley to come down and play a game, and they still ended up winning 74-28. Tristan Short was leading scorer that night with 14 points. We had indoor track and field from Abington, Polar Bear. Looks like the only body that was there that day was Hurley.
Yep.
Had Bella Hurley finished 8th with a time of 8:92. Holly Hurley 9:71, and Keisha Hagerman 10:06. That was all in 55 meter. And then in the 1600 meter run, they included this, but I do believe that she is the middle school team.
But anybody beats that girl?
But still impressive. A 6:25 in the 1600 meter run for Caitlin Woolford. I think we'll be saying that name quite a bit over the next 4 years.
Yep.
As we had some of the other great runners that we've had over the past few years. She's going to join that long line of
yes, she will.
Great runners that we've put out over the past 10 years in this county. And then shot put, Keisha Hagerman, who we had on here before for volleyball.
Good for her.
Had a throw of 26-1, finished third in that. So kudos to her. Definitely need not get a whole lot of participation, don't look like in a lot of the field events in this indoor track. But, we have her, and then also Cheyenne, who we had on the podcast, already qualifying for state. So that's huge. On to Thursday, we got Council's girls 69-62 over East Ridge. Ella with 24 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals. Megan Hess with 27 points, Shaylee Ratliff with 10. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, because that was the very next game. This is the game that she ended up breaking the school record. That was previously held by Jamie Presley and everything. Yeah, and
congratulations to Ella on that.
Super. It was really. I don't know if you've seen this or not, but Jamie, she's a friend of the family. She knows Ella very well and everything. And she, I think, had something in Vegas for work that she was doing or whatever. I think it was Vegas. And she wasn't able to be there, but she actually recorded a message, and they played it at the game for Ella. And that's just huge. I mean, you're under no obligation to do something like that. No. And for her to do that really says a lot to her. You always want to think that, people want to, if you had a record in football or something other, you'd want to hold on to that record like Al Bundy did on Married with Children, for years and live off that accolade and stuff. But, it's great to see someone support, players from their own school like that and everything. And that was truly a superb thing that she did there for sure.
That was awesome. That was awesome from her. And congratulations, Ella. I mean, once again, it's going to be a record never be broke.
Yeah.
Because, as we learn that Council will be coming to the new Southern Gap High School.
Yeah.
So.
And then the boys that night, they faced Riverview, and they would fall 55-45. Big game by Jacob Ray with 19 points, Ben Stevens with 17. On to Friday, Council's boys again. They would win by 5, like I was saying with Hurley. Just 5 points away. They're 42-37. Council come out on top. Top scorers for Council: Jacob Ray with 20, Jesse Ray with 10. Hurley got 10 from Tristan Short, and looks like 8 from Ethan Deal. So another good performance, and just a little bit short.
Yep.
That same night, Council and Hurley come out on top, 44-34. Ella Rasnake with 18 points, 2 rebounds, 2 steals. Megan Hess with 12 points. For Hurley, they was led by Jalen Dotson with 16 points, 7 rebounds. Brianna Stacy, 11 points, 8 boards. And Emily Mullins, 11 points, 4 assists, 3 steals. Also that night, Grundy and Twin Valley, of course, they only have boys. The Grundy boys come out on top, 75-16. Brayden White led the Twin Valley scorers with 8. On the Grundy side, looks like everybody got into the scoring action there. They was led by Kyle Hunt with a double-double with 20 points, 11 rebounds, 3 blocks, and Ethan with 17 points and 3 assists. Those two can be tough to deal with. The inside-outside game with them both. With Kyle crashing the boards and his defensive presence as a stopper and everything.
They play well together, and when they're not together.
Yeah.
When they're not together on the ball court, you can just see it falling apart a little bit. But that's when you have, Ryder Anderson, you have Logan Fuller, Jackson Deal, and him. You had a little Conaway kid, Brayden Conaway. They always step it up when they're not in there and do a great job. So I'm very proud of them.
That week also, they were supposed to be the wrestling, the high stakes duel at Wise. That was canceled. And they were supposed to be at Abington Polar Bear that Saturday, and that was canceled as well. We'll move on to that next week, which would be the week of January 25th to January the 31st. And a lot of cancellations that week. Monday, you had Graham and Grundy. At Grundy was supposed to play. It was canceled. I don't think that's going to be made up. No. Just running out of time. And, of course, if it's canceled here, Graham has gotten other games canceled. So I say the reason it's not being made up is because of district games. I'm sure Graham is trying to fit in district games as Grundy is too. And it's those you have to make up. The non-district ones you really don't. So
that's right.
That's what you run into there. Of course, Grundy at Hurley was supposed to be played. That'll actually be played tomorrow night.
Yep.
And then on Wednesday, Richlands and Hurley, that was canceled. And I believe that is actually this Wednesday. Then Thursday.
It don't snow anymore.
Yeah. Then Thursday the 29th, got a little bit of action in that night. Mountain Mission 25, Council's girls 69. Ella with 17, Megan with 15, Candace Runyon with 14,
wow.
Lindsay Rattler with 13. All around good scoring effort
Candace
there.
and Lindsay moved right in there.
Yeah, sure did.
Good job.
Ella, I want to say this. If you watch the game a lot of times, everybody sees the threes and everything, but what they don't see is Ella trying to get these other girls involved. And if you've ever watched these girls, and this is no knock on them, these girls, and I don't know if it's a way they've been wired as far as over the years or whatever, but they see Ella and Megan and they think every time they touch the ball, even if they're under the basket, they have to get it out. And they're just so gun shy when they get that ball. They don't want to shoot. And Ella, she really works hard as a guard, to try to distribute that ball, and Megan as well, to try to get the other girls involved. And this night they did. There's some, Kayla Johnson ended up scoring that night. McKenna Johnson had 4. Shaylee Ratliff, who is a great young guard there that, hopefully will be able to play up at the gap too,
Right.
with the consolidation. And we mentioned before, Lindsay is just a rebounding machine. I mean, she's anywhere from 12 to like 18 rebounds a night. It's unreal, but hardly ever scores. Then with also Twin Valley at Council that night, Twin Valley comes out on top 62-54. You have a lot of these close games dealing with Council, Twin Valley, and Hurley. There's not a whole lot of separation there. I know Twin Valley and Council has got a few more wins, but all these games are very, very tight. On the night, Brayden White finished with 22 points, 6 steals, 5 assists, 4 rebounds. Brandon Mullins with a huge game. I think he had several threes that night, if I remember correctly. 17 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. Blake Cooper, 14 points, 9 rebounds, 2 steals, 1 assist. For Council, Jacob Ray had 20 points and finished 1 point shy of his 1,000 that night.
I'm so proud of Jacob.
Of course, he would get it the next game and everything, but he was working so hard in that fourth quarter to try to get it there and everything, and ended up 1 point shy. But thankfully, he did end up getting it at home. That's what they was worried about, trying to get it for him at home in front of the home crowd. Gage Brown also 13 points that night. Jesse Ray 11. And I tell you, somebody that's going to be real good for the Gap is Dakota Mayhorn. Have you had a chance to see this kid?
I have seen him play.
He is a freshman, man. He has really come into his own this year.
Yeah, we've got a few freshmen besides him.
Yeah.
Hurley's got one there, and they're going to contribute to the Gap.
Hurley is actually loaded with freshmen and sophomores.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They're so young, but not taking nothing away from this young man. Dakota, he's kind of got out of his shell a little bit.
Yeah.
He broke that shell out, and he said, man, I can play basketball, and he does a great job. And he does a great job for our Council. So kudos to Dakota, man. I'm tickled to see him scoring and tickled to see him out there.
Yeah. That same night, an awesome game over at Union. Grundy.
Yes, overtime.
Grundy took Union to overtime and, fell short by 4 points, but awesome performance by Grundy that night. Kyle Hunt, 21 points, 18 rebounds, 3 blocks. Ethan with 26 points, 6 assists, and 2 steals. Just another great performance by those two.
Yeah, I mean, that's the heart. That's the heart. I don't want to just keep singling them 2 out because there are 5 more on that team, but they're just the lead scorers right now, and that's all you can say.
Yeah. And then, man, I don't know if you can touch on this or not. I didn't really see anything. They were supposed to be the Castlewood, and Eastside was supposed to be at Grundy.
They did come. They came to Grundy, and it was supposed to be a dual meet, and they did wrestle. But Grundy just, I hate to say it this way, wasn't no competition for them.
I don't know much about either of the programs there. I don't know if they're kind of upstarts or if they do all right. Or
Castlewood's got a pretty good program.
Yeah.
Eastside, I think they had 6 kids that showed up.
Oh wow!
So they're just now getting into it.
Yeah.
But they did show up and they did get matches, but Grundy's just
getting mat time in is important.
That's very important, and I don't want to say,
especially with a young program, which I'm assuming they are.
They are a young program, but I just don't want to say Grundy went out and killed them. No, they did not. Everybody wrestled smart, everybody wrestled good, but Grundy did come on top. That's the way I'll leave it at that.
And then, of course, we got the snow coming in right at the end of the month there. Friday and Saturday, everything was canceled. We had council at Grundy, boys and girls called off. Twin Valley at Wise Christian called off. The Glenvar Invitational at Salem was called off. June Buchanan, Kentucky at Hurley was called off. And, that finishes that week. If y'all remember, that was when the snow came in that weekend and everything. So that was pretty rough. And then we'll move on to February the 1st to February the 7th, continuing with the snow there. That Monday night, council at Riverview, West Virginia was canceled. And on to Tuesday, we had Hurley and Twin Valley. Very close game.
Great game.
Went down to the wire. I really thought Hurley was going to get them a win there. I'm from Hurley and stuff, and I really do like all the kids at Twin Valley, and I've got to know Dalton and Ryan very well, and Brayden, just a great family and everything, and they've been super hospitable to me and my wife. When we come to the games and everything,
good people.
Really, really like them and everything, but I have to say I was really, really pulling hard for Hurley that night. I wanted to see my dear friend Chris and his team get a win there. They winless so far on the year, and I was really hoping that was the night, but it wasn't meant to be. Like I said, Twin Valley comes out on top 40-39. Brayden White with 16 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 9 steals, 4 blocks. Blake Cooper with a double-double, 11 points, 10 rebounds. Logan Dotson had 10 rebounds and 5 points there. Huge game for him.
Huge.
For Hurley, very balanced attack here. Jackson Harden with 9, Ethan with 7, Tristan Short with 7, Ethan Deal with 5, Logan Justice 5, Gage Justice 4, Bentley Jackson 2. Just everybody contributing. Honestly, that's 7 people. That's pretty much almost the entire roster that they have at each game, and just great performance by them. Just kind of falling a little bit short again.
Yeah, 1 point. That's a hard one to swallow.
Yeah,
it is. But
also that night, man, I'll let you touch on this here. We had the wrestling.
Grundy Wrestling Club went to Graham.
Yeah,
had a little tournament there, and it was a Tim Woodburn International Invitational. Team. Grundy come out on top as a team. 106, Colton Clevenger finished first. 120, Jacob Smetzer finished first. 126, Colton Alvey. I'm sorry, Colton. I butcher that every time I get around. He finished fourth. Then 126, we had somebody else in there as Avery Meadows. He wrestled tough. He just didn't make it to the blood round, but just keep at it, Avery. You'll be there. 132, Mason Boyd, third place. Good showing for Mason.
Good showing. And is this?
That's the golf.
Is this his first year at it? Wow.
So they need somebody to help fill weight classes, and they had Mason come out. Mason's doing a good job. He's getting along with everybody and does a really good job.
That's awesome.
144-pound Lucas Vance, first place. I'm proud of that young man. He's talked to me a lot about how to lose weight, maintain weight. I used to wrestle with his dad a lot, and Lucas came a long way, so I'm glad to see him winning. 150-pounder Reed Stilton in first place. That's no surprise. Reed's just an athlete. 157, Aiden Whiting. That's Aiden. He come in first. Nothing surprising there. He's just a natural-born athlete. Anything he goes at, he does great.
Yeah.
He's just a natural-born athlete. 165, Andrew Scarberry, third place. I was wondering about this third place. He must run in somebody tough in the semis or something.
Yeah.
But I'll get with Andrew and see who it was, because usually the time Andrew sweeps that too. 190-pound on Talon Looney's first place, senior. So he's still on his way to state championship. 215, Brody Ford, first place.
And that was actually, he got his 100th win in this tournament, I believe.
He got his 100th win, and he has not. I don't know if he's been beat this year.
Yeah,
I think he's undefeated this year.
I'm always a big guy on stats with every sport, and not too up to date on everything with wrestling and everything. I'd love to know how many people has reached that mark at Grundy. I'm sure it's a long list.
I could probably reach out and get it for us. It's going to be a long list.
Yeah.
I'll reach out and get it for us. 215, Henry Brown's third place. We've got some exciting news come from Henry about going to he got invited to go to Hawaii.
Yeah, him and Chase Baker of Hurley both got invited. So, I definitely hope, I know a lot of times stuff like that, funding can be an issue. I seen that Chase's mother is actually doing some fundraising and stuff to try to get money for him. I hope they both can definitely go. That's a great honor for sure.
Yeah, I aggravate Henry down there at the basketball game this last Thursday, and I said, "You need me to go with you and tape your ankles or just help you?"
Yeah.
He said, "Yeah, you can go. I don't care." So we'll go back to 280. Henry, he finished third in that tournament.
Yeah.
So that's a good showing. 285, Luke Quake Shelton won the tournament, and they had Brayden Ratliff at a 285. He finished third. So Brayden, man, he has stepped it up big time this year. He's done a great job.
A lot of firsts on that list. A couple of thirds, one fourth. That's pretty good.
That's decent. Yeah. We're getting ready to get into super regions, so
that's coming up this week.
Yeah, Friday.
So that'll be pushing them on to state there. That'll be their opportunity for sure.
Yes, sir.
On to Wednesday there, the 4th. A lot of cancellations. J.I. Burton at Council, which I don't think that one's going to be made up. I think they're still trying to get this east side at Grundy, but I'm not sure exactly when. Times are running down, so it's hard to say. There was supposed to be another Abington Polar Bear there for indoor track. It was also canceled.
Thursday.
Moving on to Thursday the 5th, had Riverview 57, Council 40. That's girls. Ella with 17, Megan with 15. Boys, Mountain Mission 75 at Council 42. Jacob Ray with 22 points, and Dakota Mayhorn 8. We was just mentioning him a few minutes ago.
Good for him.
Hurley 56, Jenkins 33 in girls action. Brianna Stacy 20 points, 14 rebounds. And then Jalen Dotson with 14 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. That's pretty darn close to a triple-double there, And then with the boys, another defeat for the boys at Hurley. Jenkins 75, Hurley 40. Pretty good game from Jackson Harden there with 17 points, and Tristan Short with 10, leading the scores. Grundy, another overtime game here at 60. Grundy's girls this time. I think you was there that night, wasn't you?
I was helping Rodney call this game on the radio, and man, it was exciting. Kudos to the referees. They let them play ball.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes I thought it got out of hand with elbows and stuff, but they let it play through, and man, both teams was scrappy, and they was busting lips, and they was doing a real good job. Both teams was. And then it went in overtime and just come up short. That was senior night, and Destiny fouled out, and she took it pretty hard on that night. And but that's when the Kendall Brown came in and actually done a great job to providing something that to help out the team.
Man, I tell you, guard play is like unreal on that team. I mean, you could literally, like, let's say you had Jade and Addison in the backcourt and something happened with foul trouble, you could immediately go to like Destiny and Kendall or any mixture of the four, and they all can handle the ball well. All play tremendous defense. Just
don't count out Sophia Belcher, Kate Bostick, and Leah Rasnake, because that's three can attack that basket at any time too.
Oh yeah, Sophia, I was really impressed with her. We'll get to that in a minute. But down at Shelby Valley last night, she absolutely killed it on the boards, man. Just a tremendous effort from her. But back to this Ridgeview game here, they lost by 2 in overtime, 68-66. Jade with 23 points, Addison Bell with 19. Sophia, another great game, 7 points, 9 rebounds, just crashing the boards. Kendall Brown, you was mentioning, came in, with foul trouble there with Destiny, and had 8 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 blocks. I'm not really sure how in the world she manages to get her blocks, but she's
a little big girl.
Yeah,
freshman.
Yeah, she is right in their face, man.
She's tough.
I can probably say that more than likely some of the people she goes against gets very annoyed with her.
She's like a gnat.
She is just right there in their face, man.
Yeah, she does a great job. I'm very proud of Kendall Brown. I've been trying to get her to come to Grundy since she's in middle school, and she didn't want to come because her mom teaches at Twin Valley, elementary and middle, and her mom helps coach up there as well, and I think she stepped back from coaching now, and they didn't have a basketball team, and that's why she came to Grundy, and it worked out for her. I'm very proud, and Doc's very impressed with her. So, not just only her, the whole team,
Grundy's boys faced Ridgeview that night. Ridgeview comes out on top 60-48. I'm not really sure. I didn't get to really see this one, but I'm gonna I'm going to assume maybe Kyle had a little bit of foul trouble or something. I'm not sure. Did you get a chance to watch this?
Well, I called this game as well, and Kyle did get in foul trouble. He had like 3 fouls within the first quarter.
Wow.
So they had to set him down a little bit.
He plays real aggressive. You know that's going to happen when you play real aggressive defense like that. Well, you just got to play under control and stuff.
He likes try to smack and block a lot. Yeah. If you miss the ball, you're going to hit somebody.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, and this same Ethan got in foul trouble and actually got fouled. He fouled himself out like with 3 minutes left of the game. And at senior night, he took it very, very hard.
Yeah.
But he was being aggressive.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you have to with the competition they're facing.
Yes.
You know, you just got to play under control.
It was a very good game. The score don't reflect what kind of game it was. It was a very good game.
But, you know, Ethan led all scorers for 25. Logan Fuller, 11 points.
He's right there.
Yeah, every game. And, like we've seen with Kyle, he had 8 points and 7 rebounds. But, of course, some foul trouble kind of hindered him there in that game.
It did.
Also that night, Twin Valley, this Axe Academy, apparently from Abington, Axe won 85-47. Brayden Whiteout led all scorers with 27.
Wow.
27, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Just filling the stat category up there. But let's see what else we got here. Friday night, just council at Grundy rescheduled for this coming week. You had Phelps and Hurley girls. That's rescheduled for this upcoming week. Saturday, and this won't be rescheduled, Hurley at Thomas Walker. I can understand why. If you've ever took that trip before, you can understand why they're happy that snow came for that.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the competition. It is a haul.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's a long ways.
I went down to Shelby Valley last night. Great crew down there, man. A really nice place. I had several people come up to me. I wore my Southern Gap hoodie, and they wanted to know about the school and about how long it took me to get down here from the school, from up here, and just really nice people, really nice place and everything. The girls, they was possibly down by, I think, maybe about 11 at one point there, and went and came out the third and just really took over defensively. Started getting a couple steals and really pulled back, took the lead, and never looked back.
Right.
Grundy 57, Shelby Valley 49. Kate Bostic led all scorers with 18. Sophia 15 points, 16 rebounds. Jade Vencill with 13. Just a tremendous defensive job from all the girls there.
You know what surprised me on that is Addison Bell, 4 points, 1 rebound, 2 steals.
Yeah,
I mean that's very low for her.
Yeah, well, they was I failed to mention that, but they was some foul trouble there.
Okay.
She picked up her 3 very early, and that really kind of took her out for a long period of time. And but luckily, they had others step up and everything, so that was great. I think also. Jade's mom mentioned it to me this morning that during the broadcast, I don't know if you've seen, but they was a group down there that was broadcasting the game online and everything, and they actually had Jade Vencill as their player of the game last night.
Well, that's great.
But on the boys' side, it wasn't so close. Shelby Valley 90-40 over Grundy. Ethan led the way with 15, Logan Fuller 10. But well, let me just mention also the games. You had Castlewood at Council was supposed to be, and both of those was canceled. I'm not sure if they'll be made up. And then there was a John Battle Polo Bar that was supposed to be yesterday, and it was canceled as well. But back to the boys' Shelby Valley game. There was a video that I posted on there, and we'll touch on it a little bit later when Ethan comes on here. But it was the waning minutes. You've got a 50-point lead and everything, and even the announcer that was calling the game said, well, it looks like Grundy's just going to kind of dribble this out in the last minute. And there was an individual that got into the game real late there. And, I have found out that his name is Lucas Stiltner. He's a junior at Shelby Valley. And I take it from talking to his mom, he hasn't really played a lot of sports. had a hard time with school and everything. She, I think, had a hard time getting him to go to school when he didn't want to and stuff. And he had PE with a lot of the basketball players and kind of befriended them and played ball with them. And his mom took him to try to get him, see if he could be a part of the team. And just December the 18th, he just got on the team. And man, it's really changed his life and everything. And I'll read a little bit later some of the things that the mother said, but she was very appreciative of what Ethan done. Ethan came across half court with the ball, and kind of squared the boy up and everything, acting like he was going to take him off the dribble. And Lucas got him a steal, and he came down and he got him a basket and everything, and the gym just erupted and everything, and you could just see the love that the Shelby Valley crowd and the Grundy crowd as well had for this young man and stuff. And I had stepped out to try to do some work on the phone as far as posting stats from the girls' game, so I didn't see this. But kudos to the Grundy JV team too, because the same thing happened with the same kid. He was also on the JV squad playing.
Oh, awesome!
And so he also got to score in the JV game. Tremendous show of sportsmanship, and like I said, we'll touch on that again when Ethan gets here later. But great sportsmanship. Or you really like to see stuff like that.
Well, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
That young man will remember that the rest of his life, and as he gets older, he'll tell. That'll be something he can tell his kids, grandkids.
Yeah.
And that's something that everybody can be held accountable for. That we done this.
Yeah.
We got him on the team. He played ball. He scored.
Yeah.
Not just the JV team, but the varsity team.
I'll mention it later when I tell a little bit more about it, but his mother said that after he got to play in his first game and got the score back in December, that, he came home and he was crying, and he said he told his mother it was a happy sad, and
love his heart.
I don't know if I can get through this or not, but she said that he dropped to his knees and he prayed to God, and he thanked God for his team and the win, and her telling me it and me reading it on the phone this morning, I was in tears.
So that's more than just a basket.
Yeah.
That's him. That's him.
Praising
the Lord for it.
There's times that sports goes a long way beyond what happens inside those boundaries, the field or the court. And I just want to give a big shout out to Shelby Valley's Lucas Stiltner. Great job, man.
Kudos. All
righty, man. That sums up the recap and everything for the last 3 weeks. I guess we'll move on to the player interviews. All righty, guys. We're back for first on the podcast. We've got 2 guests on here to try to, I guess, make it a little easier as far as time restraints here, because we're interviewing like 7 kids today. So that'll definitely help out. We've got 2 council girls here right now, Ella Rasnake and Candace Runyon. First, I'll touch on Ella. Ella, council senior Ella Rasnake, etched her name in the records books this week. Of course, it was previously. Thursday night, needing just 7 points to become the all-time leading scorer in girls basketball at council. Ella would score her 1,555th career point, passing the previous record holder, Jamie Presley, who finished her career in 2004 with 1,554 career points. 2 nights before setting the record, Ella would score 30 points and hit 8 3-pointers against Jenkins. All righty. And then Candace. Council senior Candace Runyon had her best game of the season in her final homecoming game. Candace would go 7 for 12 and score a season-high 14 points in the Cobras' 69-25 win over Mountain Mission. Candace would also have 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals, and 1 block. But guys, congratulations on being Player of the Week of the respective weeks there, and congratulations on the season you had.
Well,
Tim?
thank you.
You put your name in the record books. Council High School would never be broken After this year, it's over. Your name will always be in there, Ella. So that's something you got to be proud of. Something
Yeah,
you
this
gotta be
week we
proud-
found out it definitely won't ever
It
be
won't
broke.
never be broke. So that's something you got to be proud of. What did you? Give me a minute. How did you feel the night you broke it and the game stopped and you had the message from the other lady that had the record? How did that make you feel?
It was an awesome feeling. I mean, breaking the record was, it was incredible. I give all the glory to God. It wouldn't be possible without Him.
I knew you was going to say that. So with that being said, Council High School is closing down this year. Sad. Both of you ladies are a senior. It's sad, but that's something that the other schools are going through. But you guys, I feel like you've been cheated. You didn't get the opportunity to put something in the capsule up here. You didn't get to be able to pick the school colors, or you didn't get to be able to do the last senior homecoming dancer, or you ladies couldn't do that, and I think you've been robbed from that. But we all knew it's probably coming. We knew it's probably, but we didn't know it was going to come this quick.
Right.
We figured council just slowly would move, but not all of a sudden.
Right.
What's your thoughts on that, Candace? As you know, you're a senior this year.
Right.
What's your thoughts on that? That's going forward, there's not going to be a council high school.
I mean, I think it opens a lot of opportunities for like the other kids, but it is sad watching your school. It's such a small community, and it's turned into such a bigger thing. So I can see why it's good, but you can also see the bad in it too.
Academics is going to be great.
Yeah.
Just the ball teams and the athleticism of it, that's just a plus. But when you can start your door a moment, if you're as a freshman coming in, you can start your door a moment class, you know how important that is. You ladies do as being a senior. Starting that door enrollment and getting everything that you need and get your associates before you can graduate high school. That's very important. It don't cost you a lot of money down the road. Your first year of your college
Right.
costs you double.
Yeah.
So it's different, right? It's different. So let's throw it out of the way now. Basketball. I've seen your name coming up a lot in scoring, and you're contributing to the basketball team. And I'm so proud of you for doing it. I mean, well, we was reading through all of it the last 3 weeks, and your name keeps getting more and more. You get points, and they're sharing the ball with you, and it's not all about me.
Right.
It's about we.
Yes.
So how do you feel about your basketball team with Ella, Megan, everybody else on there? How do you feel about all the other players?
Oh, I love our group. We're a really close-knit group, and Ella and Megan, they're really good, and they have good leadership skills that carry us kind of. But I think we all have like that bond that helps us in games as well too.
So this question for both of you guys. If you on your phone, if you had an emoji to sum up your high school basketball career, what emoji would it be?
You go.
Okay, I would say a blue heart
Blue heart.
because, council, we
A light
we-
blue heart.
Yes, we bleed blue. And so, that would be what I would say.
Okay.
That would be mine.
I mean, yeah, probably because most of the time, anytime we're like posted or anything, it's a blue heart, and that's kind of what we associate it with.
Okay.
So,
Or 3 basketball emojis.
yes, because that's always in the group chat.
Why 3 basketball? Why? What's them 3 simple?
Well, it's usually team, together, everyone achieves more. 3 basketball emojis.
In every message, and it's been like that like our entire,
Good.
yeah.
That's awesome. That's good to know, because now we can take that, and every time we see something, y'all, we can remember you saying it. So just little stuff like that. All right, this goes to both of you. What's your go-to pregame song?
Oh God.
Well, honestly, so we first started running out to a different song, but now Our run out song is Sevens by Brandon Lake, and that's been our hype song. It's really, really good.
We also we do shoot around before like games and stuff, and we also listen to lines like that by Brandon Lake and Elevation Worship. It's good too.
You'll never go wrong listening to that music. I promise you. Who would play you, and this is a question to both of you, in a basketball movie? Say like, let me think of something.
Boy, you really dug into ChatGPT this week.
Yeah, I've had 3
You got
weeks.
some new ones, man.
So if they're making a movie about you in basketball, who would want you to play yourself?
Well, she's not an actress, but Paige Beckers for sure.
That'd be okay. What about you?
Oh, I don't even know.
You know, Paige might have a hard time with the basketball part of it, trying to be as good as you.
She's a baller.
Oh, yeah.
What strengths do you bring to the team?
Me?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm pretty good with being able to get along with all the girls and stuff. I don't really bring a lot like athleticism, but I feel like I keep everyone together.
It takes people to do that.
Well, I tell you a trait that I like is the fact that every game, no matter what is happening or how the game's going, she's always got a smile. And she'll be smiling and just grinning and everything. She'll just miss the basket completely or something, and she'll always be smiling.
That's okay.
And you know
Have fun.
that is that spreads,
Yes.
through the team and everything.
Yes, that does. What makes a great teammate? That's a question to both of you.
Okay.
You can copy hers now.
I know. I would say just picking each other up. I think that's something we do really well. At the start of the year, I think we struggled a little bit with just confidence, but I think as the season's gone on, we've really just been there for each other, and not even, on the court or in the locker room. It's outside of that too. We're always there for each other, and so I think that's just having that chemistry is really special.
I agree. But I think outside of that too is just being able to like communicate with each other and like talk about what's wrong and what's right and be able to like stuff like that. So I guess it plays off of that, but that too.
How do you respond when you make a mistake in a game? How do you respond? Smiling?
Yeah, I kind of just shake it off.
That's good. That's good you can do that. What about you, Elle?
Just, gotta get back on defense. Miss a shot, you gotta get back on defense. Turn it over, you just gotta get back next play.
What does mental toughness mean to you?
Go ahead.
Not getting down on yourself, like having that confidence and keeping it high. That like everything is a mentality thing. Everything you go at, so you need to have that mental toughness.
That's an excellent answer. What about you, Elle?
I would say same thing.
Okay.
Honestly,
You cheated,
yeah.
didn't you?
I cheated on that one.
You cheated on that one. What's one personal goal you have this season? That's for both of you. Try to answer it. What's your personal goal this season in basketball?
Get better, because I've never been like really good at basketball. It's always been like my sport. So get better, I guess.
It's been like a what sport? Well, that's good. That's good. What about you, Ella?
I would just say just have fun and do the best that we can, because it's not only is it our last season, but it's also the last season of council, and the other schools, and so just make it as memorable as possible.
My last question. You're a senior. Both of you are seniors. Last year, Council High School. Last year, Council High School ever going to be open. What do you want everybody in the council area / teachers, coaches, community remember you by?
Go ahead.
Remember me by?
Yes.
I would want to be remembered as like a good person, someone that like can get along with people, be there for others. Like I would want to be remembered as that.
What about you, Ella?
Same thing, just a good person. I think that's the most important thing. You know, the basketball part, sports, that part, in the end, it doesn't matter. But being a good person, that'll carry you through life.
Yeah, that's what keeps you going in life, is being a good person.
All right. You play basketball. What else you play? Softball, I believe.
Yeah, I play
Is
softball.
that all?
I play volleyball too.
Volleyball.
Yeah, but I'm not very good at it either. It's
Okay. Other than 3 sports, pick me one more sport you can play. Anything in the world.
Oh God,
What would you play?
there's so many.
We'll pick you one.
Football would be cool. But
Really?
I
yeah.
tell you, that answer's came around a lot with the
Yeah.
girls. I believe we've got enough for a team.
We got enough for a team.
I think football would be cool. And plus, like our school, we've never had a football team, so yeah, like getting to do that, I guess.
Did for a short period of time.
Yeah, long, many years
Oh,
ago.
and they were also.
All right, Ella, about you?
I'm going to say figure skating because I've been, you know, the Winter Olympics has been going on and I've been watching that, so figure skating. I'm not very good at roller skating, but I'd give it a try.
Well, I mean, why not try something that you
Right.
never tried?
Exactly.
So that's on a question. I just want to say congratulations to both of you guys.
Thank
you.
you.
Very proud of both of you, and just keep plugging, keep going, keep smiling. You know, anytime you can put a smile on somebody's face, you made a difference. You made a difference in the world. It don't cost anything to put a smile on somebody's face.
Right.
Just remember that, and I'm gonna get that from you because I mean you're very positive, and I like the attitude.
Thank you.
I love the attitude. But congratulations on being Buchanan County Player of the Weeks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Because we're behind. Just keep going. Go to school. Go to college. Make something. Come back. Give back to your community. Give back to council anytime you can. You got a lot of coaches over there. You got a lot of teachers over there. It's put a lot of investment into you guys. So get
You know,
back
guys,
to it.
this I'm sorry, Tim.
Yeah, that's fine.
This season, you know, you've probably seen me and my wife there. She really loves you all and loves coming and watching the games. And something I've noticed what time I've been there is y'all's fans. I mean, the student body and, you know, the parents as well. You know, I see a lot of these signs, you know, of course we can't forget the Candace
Oh,
Fathead
gosh.
signs that
Those
they
were a lot.
waved around, or the LeBron Ella signs. But tell me, what has that meant to y'all this year and everything, especially now looking back that it's, you know, council's last year period, but the fans and, you know, the student body and everything coming out to support you.
Yeah. I mean, it's just so special because, you know, we're so just close-knit there, and it's just so special to have all those people there supporting us each and every night. You know, whether it is a home game or away, you know, they're still supporting you through it all.
Yeah, even in away games, we have a pretty good fan base. We're really close as a community, I think.
Yeah, it's. I've always said it's probably like Hurley. You know, more than likely, distantly, you're probably related to everybody in the gym, right?
Right. I mean, I guess.
I guess.
Yeah, or either, you know, you've got someone that married into that family and, you know, that kind of thing. But, like Tim said, just want to congratulate you both on Player of the Week.
Thank you.
And, you know, district tournament's coming up next week. Best of luck there as well.
Thank
Good
you.
luck.
Thank you very much.
All righty, guys. Next up here, we got the Player of the Week for the week of January 24th to January the 30th. Brayden White, Twin Valley Junior Brayden White helped lead the Panthers to a huge district win over the Cobras, 62-54 at council Thursday night that week. Brayden would finish the game with 22 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 6 steals. Real good all-around game there, Brayden. Want to congratulate you on Player of the Week, and welcome to the podcast. Thank you, Tim.
Congratulations, man. I tell you, I've watched you accelerate from your freshman year to now, your junior year. Your basketball scores, man, you're double digits every week.
Yeah.
I mean, you're very blessed, and your ability. Of course, you're a natural born athlete. Anything you do good at, and then sometimes that's hard this day and age. But man, just your basketball team around you and the chemistry you have with your other teammates is just wonderful. It's not you scoring all the time. It's you spread it around. You're not selfish with the basketball. That's what I like about you. Always spread it around. So with that being said, what's your go-to pregame song? If you're sitting in the locker room getting psyched up, and you got your headphones on, what are you listening to before a game?
I don't really have one particular song, but I like Nickelback is good, and just some of their songs.
Old school, that's what I like. Old school, buddy. What's the funniest thing that happened to you during a game?
Funniest thing, we were playing Grundy, and I was throwing the ball in. And let's just say I just started walking onto the court. I didn't even throw the ball in. I just started walking onto the court, didn't realize what I was doing. And I looked like an idiot.
Turn the ball over.
Yeah.
I've seen some people do that. So that's not uncommon.
Yeah.
You get your mind off
Like,
what you're doing.
I took a good 3-4 steps onto the court.
Oh.
I don't know.
What's something you're really proud of that you done in a game?
I'm proud of scoring 30 points. I think I've scored 30 twice. I think that's a good accomplishment.
Yeah.
And I'm thankful I got to do that.
I think it's awesome to me because anytime you score 30 points in any game, any one game at a time, that's very great because, it's hard. When do you feel most confident on the court?
I feel like once I make my first shot, my confidence shoots up. And that makes me drive more and shoot more shots and just try to get to the rim and get buckets.
Well, we know your dad is head coach. We know brother sits on the bench. And it's tough sometimes being the head coach son and being being a brother sitting there. I mean, you don't always get nice words told to you.
Yeah. Especially after the game.
Well, on the ride home, it's tough sometimes. But how do you like to be encouraged during the game from your dad, or from your brother, or any of the coaches that y'all have on your bench? Sometimes it can be bad. Sometimes it'd be good. I mean,
my dad he tries to get me to penetrate and get to the rim, and that really encourages me to do that because it opens a lot of things up. It gets my teammates buckets and gets me to the rim and get a foul call or get a layup. And him just saying that encouraged me.
I think that's where you play your best ball when you're attacking the basket.
Yeah,
without a doubt. I think it's always good. Usually whenever you get into that groove of attacking the basket, it just opens up the entire offense.
Yeah.
What's one personal goal you have set for this season?
I'm just trying to get better with the district coming up, and our goal is to be second in the district. Hoping to get district runner-up.
Well, why not win district?
We can say that, I guess.
Okay.
We can say that, I guess. But the runner-up.
Always set your goals high.
Just aggravate you, Bubby. Just aggravate you. I understand, but don't sell yourself short because, listen, anybody can have a bad day, and you can be on your A game. And when you're on your A game and they have a bad day, you capitalize on it. So set your goal high. You want to be BDD champ. You want to come in regionals, looking good, just good and healthy. Yeah. So what's one team goal that matters the most to you at this season that you probably set or your team has set?
One team goal, or going back to the runner-up in the district, I mean, we've all wanted it, and we've all been thinking about just trying to get to that.
So that's your team goal?
Yeah.
Okay. How do you want fans, parents, school, teachers, coaches, how do you want people to describe this team at the end of the season?
A team that's A team that hustles and just puts in effort every night and competes in the games every night. And just a good disciplined team.
Yeah. What would success look like for you beyond wins and losses?
I guess we could say just me scoring every night, getting my points.
Okay. On a scale 1 to 10, 1's the least, 10 the most. How's your energy today if you was in a ball game?
Today,
Yes.
I feel pretty good today. I'd say
So-
like a 7. 8,
Okay.
7.
All right. What do you need from your teammates today to win or be a runner-up in the PDD, and what do you need from them?
I think we have to hit our outside shots. We haven't did the best this year at it. We have a couple games, but they hit their outside shots and we box out and rebound. And we've struggled with rebounds all year, and everyone just crashing and getting rebounds.
Something I noticed is free throw shooting,
Oh yeah, free throw.
and
shooting.
I'm sure you hear that a lot.
Yeah.
You know yourself, and you know everybody truly. But that's definitely I've seen is a weak part.
The second half of the year, especially, I've shot terrible from the free throw line. The first half I shot pretty good, but the second half I haven't shot the greatest. I don't know what's wrong.
Yeah,
But hopefully,
it's just something you got to work at. You know.
yeah, put in the work for it.
All right. You're a junior at Twin Valley High School. Moving to Southern Gap next year.
Be part of the first graduating class.
What do you want people at the Twin Valley area, Whitewood, Jewel Ridge, Oakwood area to remember you as?
A great athlete, ball player, and remember me as being a great ball player and coming and watching me at the new school maybe.
Okay, support you.
Yeah, support
Okay.
me.
All right. Other than what you do now, what other sport would you do? I know this is a tough one. Anything in the world.
Trying to think of what he said before. I'm not sure.
I think I said golf, and I'm going to stick with that answer.
Golf?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I just want to say I'm proud of you. I've been proud of you. I've watched you grown, not only in basketball but football. In my opinion, you got the best football mind out there as a quarterback.
Yeah,
And I don't care to say
I
this.
definitely look forward to that.
I don't care to say this because you could scramble behind that line that you had to a lot, and you can set up and throw. If you don't have to throw, you'll run.
Yep.
And that's nothing negative against anybody. I just think your mindset as a football player helps you as a basketball player because you can make quick decisions on what you need to do. So with that, I am so proud of you.
Thank you.
And I want to say congratulations being the Buchanan County Sports Podcast Player of the Week.
Thank y'all for having me.
Yeah. Same goes for me. Yeah, I want to congratulate you on the Player of the Week, and wish you the best of luck coming up in the tournament next week and everything. And
Thank you.
hopefully get you a game or two in the region and see how it goes from there.
Yep.
But thank you for joining us today.
Thank y'all for having me.
All righty. All right, guys, we're here with this week's Player of the Week, Jacob Ray. Council senior Jacob Ray scored his 1,000th career point Thursday night to become the final player to do so in school history. Jacob would score 22 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 blocks on the night against Mountain Mission. Congratulations, Jacob, on not only being the Player of the Week this week, but becoming the final 1,000-point scorer in Council High School history. How does that feel?
It's very bittersweet because, I mean, this is a goal I've had for an extremely long time. Like, I think it was freshman year, we was playing JV, and I was scared because we couldn't have a varsity team.
Yeah.
I didn't know if I was going to have enough years to be able to achieve it, and I've always wanted it.
Now, from my understanding, before we get into your questions, Tim,
Yeah.
now you've basically done this in 3 years, right?
Yeah.
Well, you see, that's something that kind of goes back to the olden days. Because I don't know if you're aware, but years and years ago, even before I was born, freshmen did not play There's no freshman that would get on the court, not play a little bit.
Right.
I'm talking about not even get on the court. Like at Hurley,
Non-existent.
you've got like James Stretch Mounts did it in 1966, and we're talking 3 years, almost 1,300 points, and they didn't play as freshmen. You just did not do that. And something else I wanted to add is I guess you know the lineage here as far as who you're joined with here. You know the names like Brad Knuckles, Mike Ratliff, Ryan Rasnake, Matt Presley, Adrian Rasnake, Chris Tiller, Kent Goodman, Neil Rasnake, of course. But long line of great talent in boys basketball at Council. But I'd say more than likely you probably know quite a few of them, don't you? Or
Oh yeah, I know a lot of them pretty good.
yeah, I figured you did, especially Neil. Of course, you see him quite often.
Yeah.
But definitely a huge honor to be, grouped in with that talent.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you, Jacob. I've seen you, man. We've seen you run cross country. I'm very proud of you there. Yeah. Always been proud of you. Then you come and made 1,000 points in 3 years, sophomore, junior, senior year. That's very impressive.
Yeah.
You don't hear that, like Michael said. You don't hear that. So that tells me one thing, that you score a lot of points.
Because that's a higher average. I actually figured it up once. And of course, I know they play more than 20 games now, but back years ago, it used to be 20 games and, a district game here in the tournament or whatever. But with 20 games only, 4 years, that's 80 games. You're looking at 12 and a half a game to get. And that's feasible.
It's doable.
That's doable.
And it is, because he done it.
But, when you drop it down to 3,
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking probably upward of 16 points a game more than likely.
Every game.
Yeah.
And,
Not just one.
Yeah, an average.
I mean, not counting weather either. Like
Yeah.
we didn't play hardly as many games as we had on the schedule last
Yeah.
season. We had a lot. I mean, and everything that happened, but
Yeah.
So, man,
district tournament and
I'm
everything.
I'm so proud of you. Every time I see you, Jacob, you've got a smile on your face, and I don't know what it is. All you Council kids are great kids.
Yeah.
And every time we talk to you, you guys are very respectful, and you're always giving props to your teammates. And that speaks volumes, man. I mean, but like Michael said, you're one of the last one, or you are the last one that's put their name on Council High School 1,000-point record, and your name will never be off of that list. Rest of your life. That's something you can show your kids, your grandkids later on in life. Not now.
Yeah.
Later on in life. But
I've been real impressed recently. We really was impressed with his answers last time he was on here, and he's very well spoken. Just like a coach, really. And I think maybe you brought up something about leadership and how he leads. Well, I tell you, I've actually started to see that. Most time we go to the games, we're usually behind the bench, me and my wife, and I've noticed him getting very vocal. And there was actually a game that his coach was sick and he wasn't able to be there. And you could really see that leadership step in him, telling this boy this or this and that or whatever. And I really wanted to compliment you on that, really stepping up as a leader.
senior year, Council High Schools last year.
Yeah.
They're coming to Southern Gap. What's your thoughts on that?
I think it's going to be, it's a good thing, I think. Everyone knew it was going to have to happen eventually. We just don't have the kids. And, for sports-wise, I think it's great. I think it would have been awesome even if I could have gone to the school just for sports. Not the atmosphere alone, but I just think sports-wise it would have been awesome to get to play with all these kids that I'm friends with from other schools that I've also played with a lot, and just the ability to have a team that's just so much like the numbers, more numbers, more practices, different things that you can do in practice to get better. It's a good opportunity for a lot of people. I'll say that.
Not only athletics, but academics. Like people coming in, they can have some of them can have their associate's degree before you can graduate your high school, get your high school. And I like that part of it because it helps save money in your college, your freshman year in college, and you can come in and actually step in as a sophomore in your college.
Yeah.
And something I don't think we touched on before that I've recently learned. I already know this answer, but tell Tim where you're at in your class as far as ranking.
I'm first in class right now.
Well, congratulations. See, that means a lot, man. I tell you that. So your GPA, what's your GPA? 4.0.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you taking any college classes too?
Yeah, I
Dual
took
enrollment?
a lot of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you going to graduate with an associate's degree yet?
No.
You're just going to probably if it's like my
I'm
daughter,
close. Yeah.
you'll go probably this summer and finish it.
Yeah, I
Get your
could,
associate.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's
I-
great.
I
Congratulations.
think my son, I think he ended up with like almost 70. I think it was like 66 credits when he graduated for college already.
Yeah.
That's
But
awesome.
It was super beneficial. I mean, to already have that core of classes and everything already done before you graduated.
Yeah.
What's something you're really proud of in basketball that you've accomplished? I know what it is, but maybe somebody that's listening to us don't know.
Well, I mean, I'm glad that I've scored 5,000, which that's pretty given. But I was also really proud of getting the dunk that game because I've been working on that for a long time. That's something I wanted to do ever since I was little. I thought it was the coolest thing ever that somebody could do that. I never thought I'd be able to do it. And I was working on it over the years, and I was getting close. And then finally, I was getting to where I could throw it down. I was like, I got to get one in the game.
And you know what made it even better? I was there that night. WCYB was there because that night Ella, broke the school record. So they just went ahead and stayed for the boys' game. And he was filming, and it was on Channel 5 News.
That's pretty cool.
My only one in game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you made your goal. You wanted to dunk, and you done it. How long did you work on it?
I don't know. I mean, I wanted to do it forever, but like seriously, like workouts, like jumping workouts, technique, stuff like that. I've been working on it probably since sophomore year, big time. Sophomore summer, definitely. Just polymetrics workouts, all that stuff. I mean, that was big in it.
What does mental toughness mean to you?
It means that you can be mentally strong even when it's tough. Like, say you're getting beat up or the refs are giving the calls that you don't agree with, things like that, and you feel like everything's against you. You still don't let it get to your head. You stay strong. You focus on the things that you know you can do and just continue to play your game even when things aren't going your way all the time.
How do you want people to describe this team at the end of the season? And actually, it's going to be the end of the season, the end of the school.
Yeah.
How do you want people to describe the team that you have?
I just hope that people are proud of the effort and the showing that we've made for the school's last team ever. I mean, we put in a lot of work to try and make everyone proud, over the history of the whole school because it's the last year ever. And the basketball program has been up and down, over the years, but we're trying to bring back a lot of the school spirit that comes along with it and just trying to win as many games as possible and make a big impact.
Something I said to the girls when they was on here earlier, the fan base. I mean the signs, the different things that they'll hold up. I was talking to Candace earlier about the fat head that you all had for her that night and everything, and it's just a great environment as far as the student body and the fans and everything. It's the very tight-knit group. And what does that mean to you to have their support and everything?
I mean, no matter what sport it is, I've got teammates from past years. We are really close. Their grandparents are almost like my grandparents. There's a lot of them. They come to everything. I mean, like, even their kids don't even go to school anymore. They come to watch me play, whether it's basketball, cross country. They'll come to cross country meets, everything. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. Everyone shows up, and they all cheer you on no matter what's going on. The score could be 60-0. I mean, they're loud. They're like cheering you on.
That's the way it should be.
I mean,
right?
It's awesome.
Good atmosphere.
Yeah.
Of course, I know Dexter and everything, but as far as any other grandparents you got, I don't. But I've kind of wondered that because I keep seeing, like, you'll see this old lady come up and give you a hug and say something to you, or this guy come up and give you a hug, or this woman. And I'm like, I know they all can't be his grandparents, but I can definitely understand what you're saying.
Yeah. It's just like a big family, everybody. I mean,
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I've almost thought that, like, we've been to quite a few games. My wife really loves coming over and everything. She grew up with your dad and everything, and they're related, distant cousins or whatever. And we almost feel like we've been drug into that,
Yeah.
the times that we've been there now and stuff. We've really got to know a lot of people over there and everything. And like you said, it's like a big family, honestly.
So you're sitting in the locker room. You get ready to play whoever you want to play.
Okay.
And you got your headphones on, if that's something you do.
Okay.
You're sitting there getting psyched up, getting ready to go.
Yeah.
What's the song you're listening to?
It depends. I listen to like all kinds of different stuff. Like sometimes before games, I like to listen to like Brandon Lake, something like that. That's more like
It's in the water over there.
it's gonna like make me get my headspace clear, like where I get my strength from, or like if it's like I know it's gonna be tough. Sometimes I listen to some upbeat country artists, maybe like I listen to some Brantley Gilbert sometimes, something like that.
Okay.
Just
I'll
different
tell
things.
you, in the times I worked with his dad, I was sitting here waiting for something him saying. When we worked together at my little station in the factory there, I'd have like a big boom box and be playing music. And let's just say your dad never did like the music that I played, a lot of hip hop and stuff.
Yeah.
And I definitely know he doesn't like that.
I mean, I listen to some of it, but
Yeah.
like I try not to as much
Yeah.
because a lot of the message just isn't great.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes I do, but just
You lean on your music
Yeah.
with faith.
yeah,
Yeah.
a lot. Yeah.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
good. Brandon Lake is a great artist.
Oh yeah, we watched him in concert. He was awesome.
Oh yeah, it's great. Yeah. What's the funniest thing that's happened at practice or in a game?
The one that comes to mind, I don't know if this is the funniest. I'd have to think about it, but the one that comes to mind was we were playing Wise Christian last year at Wise, and it was a close game back and forth. And I mean, it was Christian school ref, so I mean,
Right.
you know how it is.
Yeah.
Everybody was getting a little upset. It was getting heated back and forth. It was like a 2-point game. I mean, we ended up losing it, but right at the end of the game, they called a foul on one of our players. It was Evan Brown was his name. And I mean, he was like all over the place and everything when he played. So, and the guy shot the layup, and he was literally 4 foot behind him. And they said, the ref called it, and we said, what did he do? And he said, karate chop to the back of the neck like that. I swear he did. It was so funny. We all started laughing on the court in the time. And it was a close game too, but everybody, it was just so funny.
Karate chop to the back of the neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I seen the NFL ref one time say number 43, he was giving him the business.
So,
See that highlight online.
Council High School, how you want them to remember you?
Well, I just want them to remember me as a hard worker, first of all. I mean, everything you do, you have to work hard to be good at it. And that I led my team well. Like that
You've
I
done
was a
that.
good teammate, not only just scoring wise, but that I lift each other up, that we're all a big family, care about everybody.
Well, I'm very proud of you. And whatever you do from this point further, I'll be even more prouder of when you get out of school and you go to college or whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
I'm thankful that I know Jacob Ray.
Thanks.
I'm thankful. Yeah. I'm thankful for that. And without us doing this, we might not ever cross paths. Of course, we wouldn't cross country.
Yeah.
But just to be able to sit down and get a little personal,
Yeah.
that's what I like. One more question.
Okay.
One sport in the world, what would it be?
Okay. I've said men's volleyball and I said football.
Football.
I think I'm going to stick with football because football is just awesome. I love playing in the backyard and everything. It's just like my favorite.
Speaking of it, you got a prediction for tonight? Did you say?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I know who you picked.
yeah. I said the Patriots. I don't know if they're going to win, but that's who I want. That's who I want to root
That's who
for.
you will root for.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what do you think the score going to be? Prediction.
I'd say it'll be close, and I'd say it'll be a good defensive game. Probably like low 20s, probably.
Okay.
Both teams, probably.
All right.
But Jacob, we really appreciate you joining us today. Congratulations on Player of the Week. Tim, you got anything else?
I just want to say, man, I'm so proud of you, and I love your faith in
Thank you.
Jesus Christ. And
Yes, sir.
congratulations being Buchanan County Buchanan County Sports Podcast Player of the Week. Very proud of you, son.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, guys, next up here, we've got the Player of the Week for actually this week, January the 31st to February the 6th. Girls player Jade Vencill, Grundy senior Jade Vencill, had a great game Thursday night against the Ridgeview Wolfpack. Jade would score 23 points while hitting 6 3-pointers for the game. She also had 3 rebounds, 3 steals, and 1 assist. Jade, appreciate you joining us here today, and congratulations on being Player of the Week.
Thank you.
Tim?
You know, when I hear Jade Vencill, you know what I think of?
What?
Stone cold. Because when you play, no emotions. You don't have no emotions. You keep a good straight face, and you take care of business. And that's what we was talking, Rodney Davis and I, when we was broadcasting the game against Ridgeview. How intense you are, how focused you are. And I tell everybody you're the best player on that team because you don't crack under pressure.
Thank you.
And that's the truth. That's the truth. You don't crack under pressure. Well, if you score them 3-pointers, you don't celebrate. You get back on defense.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like you're doing a job.
Yep.
And that's what I like about Jade Vencill. The competitor you have in you. You've always been that way, ever since you've been little. You always led a team, and you lead in that team. People don't think you lead that team, but you do. You lead that team. What is some goals that you've set this year?
To go far in region and really just prove our point of all the work we've put in at practice and games and just really go far.
Let's talk about coaching. How many different coaches you've had in your high school career? You had Lonnie?
I had Lonnie, Hannah, Craig, Brian Moore, and Doc.
Okay. So different coaching styles. Each person's got their own coaching style. Mm-hmm. I know Coach Moore has a way different coaching style than Doc Looney, mm-hmm. or than Hannah and Craig. They're all. How did you adapt to the different coaching staff?
I just kind of went along with what they told me, and I played to how they like to play, and there was a lot of difference, but it was easy to adapt to because my teammates just picked me up and kind of helped me along with that.
4 seniors, mm-hmm. counting yourself. Bittersweet. Mm-hmm. Senior year. Last year at Grundy High School, they're moving to Southern Gap. What's your thoughts on that?
I think that they'll have a lot of fun, and it'll be a lot different for them, but I think when everyone comes together and they get used to it, that they'll have a lot of fun together.
Okay. You're sitting in a locker room. You got your earphones on your head. I don't know if you do that, but I figure you listen to some music. Mm-hmm. What's your go-to music before you get out there and start warming up?
I don't really listen to a lot of music before games, but honestly, if I had to pick, it'd probably just be country because
You're a country girl.
Yeah, and it wouldn't make me nervous. It was just what I usually listen to.
If you can describe yourself as an emoji on your phone, what would it be?
Probably the laughing emoji because I feel like whenever me and my friends are together, or me and my family, we're always laughing and having a good time.
No, the basketball Jade emoji would be a lot different.
Yeah.
It would be
Stone cold.
Serious.
That's what I told her. She's no emotions.
Yeah, maybe that one with like ice over him. Yeah.
She's no emotions, and that's what I like, and that's what I tell everybody. Like when I was announcing the radio the other night when she was playing, shooting them 3-pointers. I mean, anybody else would be shooting guns up, and not Jade. She got back on defense because that's what she's always done.
Yeah.
She's stone cold. I mean, she don't show no emotions. If your team had a motto, what would it be?
Probably to all play hard every play, and if something happens, just worry about the next play.
What's something you're really proud of in your game?
Probably my shot, because growing up, me and my sister, me and my dad, we always used to work on my shot, whether it was in a gym or outside at our house. That's something we always worked on.
And I know you're a good teammate, but what makes a good teammate?
Someone that always picks each other up, or if you make a mistake, you're always giving them a high five no matter what, and telling them just to get it next play and just make it up.
How do you like to be encouraged during a game?
High fives, pat on the back, and just you can do it and you got it.
Yeah. What's one way you can support each other more than just giving them a pat on the back or a high five?
If they have a bad game, send them a message and tell them to keep their head up and focus on the next game and just help them get through anything they go through.
What motivates you when there are things in the ball game? If you're not hitting your 3-pointers or you can't pass the ball, what motivates you to get things going when it's not going your way?
Just think about how it's my senior year and this is my last year, that this is all I've got and I need to always try my best because it can be over.
What does mental toughness mean to you?
If you're having a bad game or things aren't going your way, don't beat yourself down about it and just always play your hardest.
No, Tim, I've really seen that last night and stuff because the girls, I think y'all was down by 11 at one point, you know, and just didn't get, you know, over anxious or anything or get down on yourself. Y'all just stayed at it and, you know, came back and, you know, got an 8-point win against a pretty tough Shelby Valley team. And, you know, I want to also compliment you on your defense there. You know, Addison, of course, got in foul trouble, and, you know, you really stepped up, 7 steals, 2 blocks, you know, on the defensive end, and just really made things difficult for them as far as offensively with your defensive game.
Thank you.
So, senior year, Grundy High School. You've given your all. What do you want people at Grundy High School or your fans or your family, what do you want them to remember you by?
Probably just Christ-centered, just always give thanks to the Lord for everything that He's given me and He's blessed me with.
You'll never go wrong when you put God first.
Yeah.
You know that. I don't have to tell you that, so you know that. If you could change one thing this year in basketball, what would you change? That's a tough question.
It's a tough one.
And if you don't think of nothing, that's fine too.
I don't really know. I think we've had a pretty good season overall. I think we've came a long way, and there's not really anything I'd like to change about it.
What's your goal? What's your team's goal?
To go far. To
Okay.
go far in region and try to make it to state.
And I
do
think
it.
you can.
I do too.
I think you got the team to do it.
I do too.
Basketball's all you play, right?
I play softball.
Softball. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, you do play softball. Name one sport besides softball and basketball that you would want to play. It can be anything in the world.
Pickleball.
Pickleball. We've heard that before.
We've heard that several times, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
You've grown so much from where I've seen you. You've grown. I've watched you play all your life. And what I like about you, Jade, is no emotions. You go down and you shoot them 6 straight in a row or something. Other night, 4 in a row or something. And you just got back on defense. I admire that, because if I'd shot them, I'd be throwing guns up and I'd be showing both. But you never have, and you never done that. You've always kept that stone cold face, and that's what I like. You say you know I can shoot it, I can dribble in, lay it up, and I'm gonna get on defense. I'm gonna steal it from you. That's your motto. I mean, that's the way it is. But I want to say congratulations on being Buchanan County Player of the Week,
Thank
Sports
you.
Podcast Player of the Week.
Thank you.
I'm very proud of you. I know your family's proud of you. There are more of this to come. Just keep putting the numbers up.
Thank you.
I mean, sky's the limit.
Thank you.
For sure. Congratulations and best of luck as we go into the tournaments and everything as far as district and region and hopefully on to state.
Thank you.
Alrighty, guys, we're here with a first for the podcast, co-players of the week. This would be from, when was this now?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago?
I think so.
Yeah, the week of January the 16th through the 23rd. We're joined by Grundy seniors Kyle Hunt and Ethan McClanahan. Grundy seniors Kyle Hunt and Ethan McClanahan both had an amazing week, leading Grundy to 2 wins in 3 games. Kyle averaged 20.3 points per game, 12.6 rebounds, and 2.6 blocks a game. Kyle scored 33 and grabbed 20 rebounds in a game Wednesday against Tazewell. Ethan averaged 27.6 a game, including 32 against Ridgeview, 34 against Tazewell, and 17 against Twin Valley. But congratulations, guys, on being co-players of the week. And Tim?
What does it feel to be co-player of the week? That's a question to either one of you.
It feels great to be able to share this experience with somebody I've grown up with my whole life, and got to see him grow up with me, and along with like his skills develop with mine, and to be able to share it is special.
What about you, Kyle?
Pretty much sums it up. That's exactly what I was going to say.
Because you guys actually even played like little league together.
Yeah,
didn't you?
there's a bunch of pictures of us with his big faux hawk and my hair spiked up, little.
Yeah,
kids.
I was going through some pictures on your mom's Facebook today, and I seen them. And I was like, boy, times flew by, ain't it?
Yeah.
All right, you're sitting there in the locker room, got your earphones in your ear. What's your go-to song?
I was actually listening to it before we came up here. It's called Wonderwall by Oasis.
Okay.
And I discovered
That's a
that
oldie.
song.
That's like when I was in high school.
Yeah, I discovered that song in actually going to a Virginia Tech game with a couple of my. He was actually on the way when I discovered it, and the more I got to listen to it, that song is my go-to song to begin with before every game.
I want to go All the Lights by Kanye West.
Okay.
That, it gets me in the mood to set to go play. I feel like that song sums me up in a lot of ways, So that's why I picked that one.
All right, you're sitting there with your phone in your hand. I know you guys don't leave your phone much. And if you're looking at describing yourself, what emoji would you put to describe yourself off your phone?
I don't know all the emojis, Tim.
I'd probably. Isn't there one about where he's like, there's somebody like on their knees praying? Isn't there one about that?
If they're not, there needs to be one.
Yeah, I think there is one of that, and that's one that I would pick to describe me.
Okay. Godly man, that's great. What about you, Kyle?
Tim, I'm lost.
Okay, that's all right. We'll move on. That's all
I
right.
don't know emojis.
That's who would play you in a movie? If you're making a movie about yourself, just think about this. If you're making a movie about yourself, about your basketball years, who would be playing you in your movie?
Can it be anybody, or does it have to be an actor?
It can be anybody.
Anybody.
It can be anybody.
Larry Bird.
Larry Bird.
I want Bird.
Well, you'll never be Larry Bird, I promise you.
I know that, but Lord.
But that's good. That's good. You answered it.
Want Bird play me.
Larry Bird, that's old school. What about you, Ethan?
I'd probably have to say Joe Burrow, just because he's got the same kind of hair color, and he's an athlete, so I feel like he'd be able to.
You got that super cool look like Joe.
I feel like he'd be able to, do a little bit of justice in my movie.
Okay. What's something you're really proud of when you're on the basketball court?
Basketball court, something I'm proud of. The Grundy on my chest. Be able to represent Grundy and the Wave in this county on my chest, and be able to be that last team to be able to play through all the years, represent that lineage.
What you, Kyle?
Well, besides the Grundy part, I'd probably say like my team, like the teammates,
Yeah.
Proud of them, and just proud of the team in general.
I'm also proud to represent that number 20, because, as iconic as it might be, and it really has no special, backstory, but I've just had that number since I was I've actually never worn another number in basketball. So I'm proud to represent that number 20.
So does 3 mean anything to you, Kyle?
Kind of the same thing. I wore it like all the time when I was little.
Okay.
And then when I did get to high school, I had to switch it around because they didn't have it in my size until I got to varsity. So
Till you got slim?
yeah. So technically, I ain't really changed it either, but you know.
What makes you a great teammate? Either one of you.
You want me to answer for myself or answer for him?
I like for you to answer for yourself, and we'll give Kyle a chance to answer for himself.
What makes me a great teammate? I'd probably say the fact that, I pick them up no matter what. And, maybe like the fact they're having a bad game, I'll like go out of my way to, tell them to keep shooting and keep attacking the rim. And, because it's easy as a high school kid to lose confidence, especially in, like games like this year. Because, we have such great fans and it's been packed out every home game that we've had. So, it's easy to lose confidence. And, I feel like my job as a leader and a captain is to continue to instill that confidence in them, no matter what. Because I know everybody on this team can play. And, I don't want them to think about themselves that they can't. So I want them to have that mindset that they can go out there and score 30 just like anybody else.
What you, Kyle?
I feel like, for me to be a great teammate or to represent what I am a great teammate for is, say somebody is like down on the court, right? Kind of down and stuff and sad. I think I try to pick them up. I'll crack a joke or two on the court, get them lifted up, try to get their confidence going back. But that's really it.
Okay. What does mental toughness mean to you? That's a question to both of you.
Oh, mental toughness.
It's a big one.
Yeah, that's actually something that we discussed before our practices, because Jory will give us something to talk about, and then we'll huddle up before practice and we'll discuss it as like a team. And mental toughness, what does it mean? It means that you have the ability to, no matter if you're doing good or bad, you're always level. Like you're not blowing your head up, you're not getting too low on yourself. And being able to be mentally tough, you're like, when adversity comes, you're planted as a rock. Like it's not gonna phase you. You're not gonna move or let it affect you.
Yeah.
But you, Kyle?
I figure I go with that as being like you're being able to handle, people chirping at you, being able to just handle all the bad things going around you while you're in the game. So you got like the fans, like saying stuff and all that, just being able to handle all that and still being able to play a great game. I think that.
What would success look like for you beyond wins and losses?
Beyond wins and losses?
What success looks like?
My team being saved as a whole, like being baptized. Because that's beyond wins or losses, that's what I want, is for them. And that's another thing Jory wanted too, is he told us last night, or 2 nights ago at Ridgeview, is that he wants us to, more like no matter what, he wants us to give our, he cares more about our life beyond basketball than he does wins or losses.
Your spiritual well-being.
Yeah. And that's my success beyond wins and losses, is for my team to be able to know Jesus and to, without a doubt, them go to heaven.
So without God, we're nobody, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're a zero. With God, we're a hero. So that's our goal in life, and that's what your coach, Jory Rife's trying to extol, want you guys to have in you. Basketball is great. We love basketball. We love while we're in school. But let's look beyond basketball. Let's look at your life. Without God, you're nobody. You put God first in your life, everything falls in place. It might not right then or there, but it does happen. If we knew God's plan, we'd mess it up anyway, because we want it now. And God's plan, it might be, He's got a plan for each one of us. And He knows what our plan is, but we don't. That's why we got to lead and follow and just go on with life and try to spread the gospel and plant seeds when you need to, and don't be ashamed to bend down and pray for somebody when they need it. Step out, be the oddball. That's what I like, being the oddball. God's very important in my life. I couldn't make it daily without him. You got anything you need to add to that, Kyle?
Pretty much sums it up, you know.
Okay, let's talk about senior year. Senior night, Ridgeview came to town. We took some lumps. We got in foul trouble. We fouled out. What went through your mind, Ethan? And you know, I talked to you before I even want to mention this and make sure you're all right with it. What went through your mind when you got that last foul? Because I can about see what went through your mind, but I was on the radio and I knew you was disappointed. But what went through your mind when they called the last foul and you knew you had to go sit down with 3 minutes or something left in the game in your senior year homecoming? Senior night, I'm sorry, not homecoming, senior night. How did that feel?
Honestly, the first thing that went through my mind was there's no way they called that. But, you know, after the realization set in, I honestly felt like at that moment in time that I had let down my team because I had been too, you know, because Jory subbed me out after I got my 4th, and then he put me back in and told me not to foul. You know, we were in the midst of a comeback. I think it was like a 5 or 6 point game at that point, with like 3 minutes left after we'd been down like 10. So like we were mounting a comeback and momentum was on our side, and then I go and do that. You know, as a leader, I shouldn't let the game get too ahead of me, but you know, I shouldn't have.
It's so hard at times to play that aggressive defense, but play under control and be, you know, not be, you know, out there fouling or whatever. It's a really tough line.
But on the other side of it, they let y'all beat and bang all night long.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not taking up for the refs either, or not taking up for you either, Ethan. But I mean, they let y'all knock each other on the floor, let you dive after balls, and all of that. But I knew you was crushed. I seen it on your face, and probably embarrassed. And then Kyle came out. You got in foul trouble.
I had 4. I'm pretty
You
sure.
had 4 fouls. You had 3 fouls in the first half?
Yep.
And that got us down, because I'm just going to be honest, guys, and not taking nothing from nobody else on that team. When you 2 guys are not in there, that team don't jumble. That team don't score. But when you guys are in there, you score. They get rebounds. They kick it out. But when you fouled out, Ethan, and when you got foul trouble first half, that hurt us right off the bat. I mean, that put us down right off the bat because we couldn't use you down low. That's where it got us in trouble. But like you said, you guys was on a comeback when Jory put you back in with you having 4 fouls, Ethan. But we're human, right? We're human. We make mistakes every day. I make a mistake every day of my life. We're human. So what we do now is move on. That's in the past. We're in the present now. The future's next week. Okay? So we'll put that behind you. Don't put that in your head no more, because actually y'all played a great ball game against Ridgeview. A great ball game. We got in foul trouble, and that's you going after it. That's you going on defense. You're trying to get the ball. And I know Jory probably didn't say a word about that, because he knows you guys was hustling. So
no, actually, that's one thing that I will add to that is after the game, you know, he obviously read my body language and, you know, see my face, and, you know, he went around and told everybody, you know, basically what you said, that don't put that pressure on yourself of feeling like that, because, I mean, he just did a great job of, you know, lifting that burden off of us in that moment of time, and, you know, clearing our minds, because, you know, as you said, I was was devastated because, you know, I felt like we had a chance to come back, and I knew they still had a chance even when I was out. But, you know, just the fact that I couldn't be there for my team. But, you know, Jory always does a good job of, you know, keeping our composure in check, even in times like that.
That's a leader in you. That's the leader in you. That's what that is. But let's move on. That's in the past. We can't go back and replay that. So we move forward. We move on to this coming week. You got a full schedule this week, looks like. We went over it, man. It's hope and pray we can get some ball games in. But
Got Grundy at Hurley Monday, Riverview at Grundy on Tuesday. And then I guess the next one, unless they add something back, I know there's a few floating around out there that we don't know about.
They go-
Council at Grundy on Saturday.
yeah, February 14th, Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Senior years, guys. It's hard. I promise you. If you leave something on that court, your senior year, if you can leave something to somebody on that team. Of course, there are five or six of you seniors, right?
Yeah, the whole starting five and Teddy on the bench.
So you got 6 seniors. You got like 8 total.
Wow.
Only one that's not a senior is Pax.
Okay.
Jackson.
So if you can leave something to an underclassman off you being senior, what would it be?
Like a piece of advice?
Yes.
Probably to enjoy the little moments, because those little moments are the moments that you don't realize at that time are going to make a difference. But, you know, looking back on it, yeah, I mean, those little moments is what I continually think about. And that the fact that the destination is not the reward, it's the journey on the way.
In game.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. What about you, Kyle?
I have to say, you know, live or play, if you're talking in basketball-wise, moment by moment, as Joy would told us, you know. Moment by moment, don't worry about the past or the future, just worry about the present that you're in.
That's right.
Just play moment by moment and give it everything you got, because it be over fast, man.
Okay, you're going to have a lot of young kids moving up to varsity next year.
Yeah.
A lot of young kids. Of course, we're going to the new school. How do you want your coaches to know you by after this year? So how do you want them to know you by? Do you want to know them by you're a great 3-point shooter, or you're a blocker that you like to do, you know, or do you like to rebound? What do you want them? What kind of legacy do you want to pass them to know you by? Your legacy. What kind of legacy?
I want my coaches to remember me for the fact that I played for and through Jesus, and for the fact that, you know, no matter what game it was, I left every ounce of everything that I had out on that floor. I want them to remember me for that kid that was undersized but continued to work, and no matter what, left it out on that court.
Okay. What about you, Kyle?
I have to say, remember me by, you know, giving it everything I had when I was on the court and for all my career that I've played, especially with me also being an undersized big man. That makes me work even harder on the inside to get, you know, rebounds and all that. I just want to be remembered as somebody that gave it 100% every time I was in there.
Last time you was here, I told you you've grown up so much, Kyle.
Yeah.
Because I've seen you go toe-to-toe with Landon Atkins when nobody else would.
Yeah.
You did. That's when Kyle Hunt turned that curve. Because you had confidence after that.
Yeah.
You finally got confidence, right?
Yeah.
You went toe-to-toe with him. He didn't beat you. Mm-hmm. You elbowed him. He elbowed you. Y'all was fighting. underneath that goal, and that's when Kyle Hunt came out of his shell, right?
Yeah.
Ethan, I've seen you after every day at school. You go to the Y if you don't have practice, down there to shoot. Down there just to shoot. So practice makes perfect. There will be games that, guys, we ain't going to win. There are going to be games that we're going to be crying at. There are going to be times that we're going to be happy. There are going to be times that we're planting seeds, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm so proud to know each one of you. I'm so proud to know them other seniors on that team because I've seen you play hard. I've seen y'all come together as one and how you grew as one. So with that being said, if you can pick me one sport besides what you play right now, that you can pick anything in the world, what would it be?
To be good at?
To play. Just be playing.
Something that you don't do.
That's something that you don't do right now that you would like to do. I think you said last time football, Ethan.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what would you be, Kyle? What would you want to play?
Pickleball, you already know it.
Pickleball.
Pickleball.
What about you, Ethan? You ain't fast enough to play pickleball.
Pickleball, dude. I camp in the
He's got the
camp in the
wingspan
kitchen.
though.
bro.
Camp in the kitchen.
Spike a ball.
Go ahead, Ethan.
I'd probably have to say either tennis or lacrosse, because lacrosse looks actually pretty fun whenever I watch it. But tennis, my dad was good at, so maybe I have some of his genes that are hidden.
Are you going to play this year?
I'll cross that path after basketball.
Yeah. Let's make sure you get out basketball
Yeah.
healthy first.
Yeah.
Let's hope and pray that. But that's all I got, guys. I just want to say I'm very proud of both of you. Not only your athletics, but the men that you are. Always put God first. Always.
Thank you.
And congratulations on being Buchanan County Sports Podcast Co-Player of the Week.
Thank you.
guys.
All righty, guys. Touch on last night, pretty tough loss down at Shelby Valley. 50-point loss. There's no way to sugarcoat it.
No.
It don't get no better no matter how you say it.
No.
But, there was a moment that's went viral online and stuff with the end of the game. I don't know if you guys have had a chance to know his name or whatever, but the player I'm talking about,
Yeah.
scored and everything there at the end. His name is Lucas Stiltner. He's a junior at Shelby Valley. And I had a conversation with his mother this morning. She said every day was a struggle to get him up for school. And he took PE and he started playing ball with some of the boys who coincidentally are now his teammates. After that, his mother said he was excited to go to school every day. So his mom spoke to Coach Taylor, the coach at Shelby Valley. And he added him to the team. And she calls him Lukey. Said Lukey immediately loved his team. He loved being a Wildcat. And they loved him. He only played in his first game this past December the 16th. His mother says he played 2 short minutes. But those 2 minutes done so much for him. He held his head high and he felt like an all-star. Once he got home, following the first game, he was so overwhelmed with joy that he was crying. He called it his happy sad. He knelt down in his living room floor and started praying. He folded his hands with tears streaming down his face, and he thanked Jesus for letting his team win and for him making his shot. He absolutely loves his teammates. Even when he's on the bench, just sitting with the boys, it brings him so much joy. That's just some of the things his mother said this morning about him. And she also had this message directed towards you, Ethan. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. God knew what he was doing when he put Lukey up against you. His kindness means more than any talent he could have. And more people in this world needs to have his heart. Adults need to take note and learn from these kids. But guys, that's I just wanted to share that with you today. After speaking with his mother's name's Leslie Pardon, and actually I do believe she will be watching this. I told her about the podcast, and she got me to send her a direct link. But
If that don't make your heart smile, guys, nothing
both
will.
of you all have anything maybe you would like to say, as far as to Lukey or his mother, Leslie?
I'll start off by saying that's amazing. That's that's something that'll leave you speechless. Not only the fact that he loves basketball that much, but the fact that he kneeled down and prayed. I mean, that just speaks volume to the kind of kid that Luke is. And I'm even more glad that I got to play against him and that he got to score those buckets against us. Even on a night like that, something like that will make it instantly better. And to see the smile on his face was priceless. You can tell that's a kid who genuinely enjoys the game for what it is. And maybe some of the rest of us can take pointers off of him and go out there and enjoy the game like he does it. I mean, he went out there, he didn't have a care in the world about anything else. He was just happy to be there and play basketball.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a Luke fan.
Yeah.
I'll always be a Luke fan because you know why? He showed his faith.
Mm-hmm.
He dropped to his knees and thanked the Lord for all the blessings that's happened to him. So I'm always a Luke fan. And I'm going to start watching him. I'm going to start reaching out just to see if I can help the young man. Pray with him, whatever he needs. I'm going to reach out to him, and that's a lesson learned to every one of us.
Mm-hmm.
That sometimes we take life for granted.
Yep.
And that young man don't. He's very appreciated and he loves it. So kudos to Luke. Proud of you, Luke. Congratulations on your baskets, buddy. Keep your head high and keep God in your life.
Yeah. It just goes to show you what just being a part of a team, what you can minister to someone else. We've all seen at our different stages of being in high school and stuff, some of us, been a little bit longer back. But each and every one of us, whether it was 30 years ago, 20 years ago, 10 years ago, or currently, we know that there's bullies out there that, for whatever reason in their mind, insecurity or whatever it may be, feels that they're better than someone. For whatever reason it may be, every one of them has their reason that they feel in their head that they're better than a certain person, and you're not. And these boys down there last night, they were very impressive on the court. But after talking to his mother and everything, more impressive than the threes or the slam dunks that they had was how they've welcomed this young man to be a part of their team. And I say that says a whole lot more about those guys on that team and the JV team, because he also played on JV as well. But kudos to all of them as well. But guys, that's all I got today. I want to thank you all for being here, and congratulations on being Player of the Week.
Thank you. Thank you guys for.
All right, guys, we're back here going to go over next week's schedule. But man, what a day! Some great interviews there.
Great interviews, and plus Luke.
Yeah.
I'm a Luke fan.
Yeah.
And I'll always be a Luke fan now.
Yeah.
But great interviews. I mean, we've been off for the last 2 weeks and everything's caught up on us. And, man, it's been a long day, and we apologize for everything.
I keep saying this, and the 7 kids on here today. And what's the one common trait you've seen among all 7 of them?
God.
God, and great kids.
Oh,
great kids.
they're
Each and every one of them.
great volumes.
We are extremely, extremely blessed
We
from
are.
all corners of this county with great kids and, soon to be great adults, definitely, without a doubt. But on to the schedule this week. Like we were saying earlier, there's possibly a Lebanon Grundy game that may be fitting somewhere, but we don't quite know just yet. But we'll go down it as we have it right now. Monday, February the 9th, boys, Twin Valley at Wise Christian. Girls, Grundy at Hurley. Boys, Grundy at Hurley. Girls, Castlewood at Council. Boys, Council at Ryco. Tuesday, February the 10th, basketball, boys, Jenkins at Twin Valley. Girls, Riverview at Grundy, and Riverview at Grundy for the boys as well. Girls, Council at Eastridge. On Tuesday, not Wednesday, there will be an indoor track at Abingdon, another polar bear.
Another polar bear, yes.
And Wednesday, a game that's being made up as well, February the 11th. Richlands at Hurley, both boys and girls. Moving on to Thursday, basketball, Twin Valley at Mountain Mission boys, Hurley at Mount View, West Virginia girls, and Council's girls will have a home game that day, but they're unsure of the opponent right now. That was, I think, Patrick Henry, but they're looking for something else. But from my understanding, they will be a game that day. We just don't know who the opponent will be. Council's boys will also be at home that day with Cornerstone. And then Friday, wrestling, Super Regional.
Super Regional.
Yep. I'm going to assume that's Friday and Saturday more than likely.
They're going to try to do it all Friday.
Oh,
They
wow.
can, yeah.
Okay. Then basketball that same day because the Super Regional is at Grundy High School.
Yes.
The girls will have a basketball game at Riverview Elementary against Central. So good game there probably.
It'll be a good game.
Yeah. And Hurley and Eastridge, that's Hurley at Eastridge, boys and girls. Boys and girls, Montcalm at Council. And Neil Rasnake was wanting me to share the fact that Council will be honoring the state championship team from 2001 and the boys' 96 state qualifier team and the girls' 2009 state qualifier team. So definitely would like to try to get out to that possibly. Seems like I've seen somewhere where that, no, I'm sorry, it was a Saturday game. I was thinking Friday, but no, Friday, hopefully there'll be school. Saturday, Council at Grundy, I was thinking that time may be a little bit earlier in the day.
Grundy,
I
I think it's like at 1:30.
I think it's like 1 and 2 or 1
Yeah.
and 2:30 or something like that. But Council at Grundy, boys and girls. And also they had on the schedule, I don't know if it's still a go,
Yeah.
but a Lehigh polar bear for indoor track on that day.
As of right now, it is a go. So.
Yeah. So getting to tournament time and, regionals for wrestling. Any thoughts, Tim?
We're getting down to the nitty gritty here with basketball and wrestling and indoor track. So just praying that everybody stays healthy and we can get back in school so we can get all this cold weather out of the way, the snow. But so proud of our community, so proud of our county with the young adults that we have. I'm thinking everybody we had today on our podcast was seniors. Brayden's a junior, only junior. So all seniors had 7 young adults on our athletes on our podcast, and 6 of them were seniors.
Yeah.
So good leadership by them seniors and Brayden. I can't leave him out.
Yeah. Some dates a little bit advanced that I want to look at today to remind everyone. February the 16th, 17th, and 18th will be the Black Diamond District basketball tournament. That'll be at Riverview Elementary Middle School. Got a few of the matchups already, of course. With the girls, it's a little bit different this year. Council and Hurley will be playing a first-round game. Grundy will receive a bye because, of course, there's only 3 teams. The winner of Hurley Council will advance to face Grundy for the championship. And then on the boys' side, Grundy versus Hurley. And then I know that they don't really – I think they're going to have to flip a coin for who's 2 and 3, but I don't really understand what it matters. Council and Twin Valley will play. The winner of both of those games will play for first place for the championship game. The 2 that loses both games will play for third place. And like I said, that'll be the 16th, 17th, and the 18th. Then also Friday, February the 20th, and Saturday, February the 21st, the Class 1 State Wrestling Championship at Salem.
Yep.
And then also, turns out that same Saturday, February 21st, will be the Region 1D Indoor Track Championship at Roanoke College. And then the state championship will be held Wednesday, March the 4th, and Thursday, March the 5th at Liberty University.
Yeah, it's here. I mean, it's crazy how much it's already gone by.
Yeah, I've already been looking into all of our coaches and stuff for spring sports, kind of like how we did with the other seasons.
Yeah.
We will have those coaches on to do some interviews with them. Yep. That'll probably be kind of that gap in between when there's really no
time.
Yeah, when there's no players of the week. So it won't be bad. See what else.
Donations.
We've kind of touched on this earlier in this thing about, we didn't go right into telling about it, but, last Tuesday night, it was decided at a 4-2 vote that council would consolidate along with Twin Valley, Hurley, and Grundy to the new school, Southern Gap, which, by the way, from the looks of the pictures and video and stuff, is coming right along.
Yes.
They reassured everybody in the meeting that everything was on schedule, even though I know personally myself, I have heard stuff throughout the community that, different aspects of it, certain things would not be ready when school started, but they reassured them Tuesday that everything was on schedule to be open. I think they said August the 14th would be the opening. So
they have to be ready because we have, well, not we, I apologize. Southern Gap High School has a football scrimmage August 14th.
Yeah.
So it's got to be ready.
Yeah. But definitely exciting, but also I know it's also a very touchy discussion for a lot of people and everything, as it is in the Hurley community, the Grundy community, and the Twin Valley community. But, I've had words with somebody online the other day. I mean, he was like, I don't know how they can condone this or how they think this is a good idea. No, I don't know how you can think it's a good idea to have 4 schools with a enrollment that you can look at on paper that is slowly declining over the next 13 years. You can see it each class all the way down to kindergarten this year. Yes. Throughout the county. There's no, it's going up 6 years from now. There's none of that. It is a slow downhill decline. And then on the other side of the coin, you have 3 of the 4, Council, Hurley, and Grundy, that are all aging schools that were built in the 1960s. Mm-hmm. So you're looking at them basically in their 60th year or better. And this opportunity was presented itself, and they chose to do it now.
Right.
Which, a lot of people says it probably should have been done 10 years ago or better.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know how you can't see that the cost effectiveness of it. You look at just keeping this school up compared to a school that's 60 years old. I mean, look, if you was to go and be living in a home 70, 80 years old,
right,
compared to something that had, different ways that it's built to better, with heating or cooling,
yes,
or whatever. It's just going to be built better.
Yes.
You know what? You know that, but I can't. There's like, how can they go and afford a new school when they can't afford it? No, it's better. Would you rather keep up 4 houses or 1?
Well,
that argument does not make no sense to me.
That's what people don't understand. We're not closing 4 schools down. Actually, we're putting all 4 of them schools in one house,
Yeah.
one school building. So it's not them other 4 schools. It's not you take 100,000 here, 100,000 here, 100,000 here, or
And
we put
it's
it all in
probably
one.
definitely more than that.
It is more than that.
Yeah.
But the thing is it's not. It's going to help everybody. And I keep hearing people saying, "Oh, they're going to be on the bus forever." Well, folks, they're on the bus anyway. It might be just a little bit longer, it might not be. But with council coming, I think they had said they had 100 kids, but 60 of them will be at the vocational school anyway.
Yeah. If they was to have stayed open, you got half of that school leaving half a day,
Yeah.
both in the morning and in the afternoon. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm for it. I'm all for it.
It
I'm
just
tickled
makes
to death
sense.
they're here. I think it's more academic stuff they can do and more.
of course, we have
Athletics.
said also that as far as council, I hate it for them, but I think it should have been done from the beginning.
Yes.
You take and you see all these nice things that, Hurley, Grundy, and Twin Valley has done in this final year, whether it be in football or basketball or whatever, and they've not got to experience any of that. And then, like you said, when they did the time capsule up here, and I think there was even something where they wrote on the beams or
Yes.
something. I mean, none of that. The council took none of that, and I mean, it was put to a vote twice. That's all I'm going to say, though.
Yeah. But welcome Council High School to Southern Gap High School in August of this year.
Yeah,
I just think it's going to help the kids all the way around, and not just Council, Hurley, Twin Valley, and Grundy.
yeah.
So I'm excited about Southern Gap. I am so excited about Southern Gap. I'm a Grundy guy. I bleed blue and gold, just like you're Hurley and you bleed red and blue.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we got to really realize it's time.
Yeah.
And it's past time. It should have been 10 years ago, really.
Yeah.
So that's all I have to say. I'm just tickled to death that it's not snowing outside.
Even though we're covered with snow outside.
Even though we're covered with snow up here in Southern Gap Visitor Center, Breaks Visitor Center, and one other thing is we're still looking for sponsors.
Yeah, that was going to be the next thing on the agenda.
We're looking for sponsors to help us out.
Yeah.
'Cause we're going to do a sports banquet for the kids here at Breaks Southern Gap Visitor Center, and we just need some help. I mean, if you're willing to help, I know we have some good donations that's coming, and but it's going to take a little bit of money. We're going to feed them. We're going to give plaques and trophies and stuff, and it takes money to do that. So if you need a tax deduction, we'll be more than happy to help you out on that. If you want to donate to it, get up with Michael Dotson. You can get up Michael on our podcast Facebook page or anyway, he's pretty easy.
I know some people. I had a business that donated recently, and he was really intrigued by it and wondered, exactly how much was we looking at. And I tried to just, in conversation that we've had, and looking at some things, I kind of broke it down. I've looked at plaques and stuff, and just did fall season, and in doing those plaques for that, you're looking at $300 and some dollars. So, and I mean, may be able to get it cheaper, but if you take that and times that by 3, you're looking at roughly about $1,000 for just awards. Yes. And then, we had discussed food, catering. It's going to be, $1,500.
I was going to say $2,000, $2,500.
Yeah, well.
That's what I was going to say for the first catering.
So I mean, all in all, I mean it's probably a $3,000 undertaking here to try to make this happen, and I really hope that everybody will consider helping out with it and everything, and try to make it the best that it can possibly be. I know that we will definitely do our part in trying to make it the best that it can be, but just get with us. Get with myself, or Tim, or if you live in the Hurley area, reach out to Chris, and just try to help us out, and we'll try to make this the best we can.
We're going to. Ain't we trying? We're going to.
Yeah,
it'll happen.
And I was going to touch on my schedule. I'll I've actually wrote down a schedule this week with, you know, the ending of a lot of the schools being their final game and everything. I'm going to try to get out to everyone that I can. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to make it to Twin Valley's last home game, but I will make it to one of their games this week. I'm going to Hurley on Monday, Grundy at Hurley. Tuesday, Riverview at Grundy. Wednesday, Richlands at Hurley. Thursday, Twin Valley at Mountain Mission. Friday, Montcalm at Council. And Saturday, Council at Grundy. 6 games, 6 days. Well, actually, it's more games than that if you consider that there's 2 on most of those. So a lot of basketball this final week of the regular season that I'll be watching this week. But you see me at any of the games, come by and say hi. Be glad to see you and everything. And get out this week and support these kids. And also with the wrestling too.
Yes.
That'll
Friday
be
at Grundy High School.
That'll be Friday at Grundy High School. But guys, we want to thank you for joining us this week. This is probably our biggest podcast we've ever had. 7 interviews today, 6 of them with seniors. And but we'll be back again next week, hopefully if it doesn't snow a foot.
Yeah, hey, drop.